There we go. I think I'm gonna have to turn on an actual light. Ooh. Good afternoon, Amiga Torque. It's stormy both inside and out. And thank you, Elwin Moon, for the raid. I can fix the inside weather. I cannot fix the outside weather. And actually, I'm kind of mad that it's raining, even though we have a big garden, because we're getting so much rain. Dog? Okay, hold on. That our tomatoes are exploding. And I don't mean that as in there's lots of tomatoes. There are lots of tomatoes, but they're actually exploding and splitting, which makes for not great tomatoes after a while. Hold on. Trying to get the dog set up over there. There you go, dog. Hey, Delane, thank you very much for the host. Let me see if I can get my sound set up right here. 1 second. Do. There we go. And thank you, iWacko, for the host. All right, first things first before you start yelling. Let me figure out what I'm doing for my first giveaway. Ooh, huge disco balls on sale. Chained obsidian shards. Oh, I need to update the text on that. You should not need a PvP town to place a chained obsidian shard. Alright, let's see. Reset. Yes. Chained obsidian shard. Open giveaway. Alright, let's see if my scripts ever actually start working. Let me try something real quick. Oop. Dang it. Oh, wait, it's not enabled. Hold on. Now let me try it. No, I haven't. I started rewriting a question script this morning, just because I thought it'd be quicker than going and finding the old computer, getting it set up again, and pulling that off of it. And it didn't work. And I keep working right up until the moment of the stream. Actually, today I exercised right up until and then ran and took a shower. As you can see, my hair's wet. And yes, I got to get that fixed. That is super annoying to not have my questions thing. Let's see. Let's logs, nope. Poop. Alright, I'll try again before tomorrow's stream, see if I can get it set up and working again. Bah. Question. The new train summons focus skill seemed to be bugged and not giving the full bonus or being multiplied by the summon specialization. That is good to know. I can take a look at that. For those who don't know, the treatment that taming got, let's see how close I can get my microphone here before it shows up on camera. There we go. Right there. The treatment that Taming got last released, the summoned, magic summoned ones are getting a little bit of a boost this release. And also, forgive me if my stream dies, because we're having some bad weather here. So I keep getting the lightning is struck within X miles of your, within 1 mile of your location. So if the stream goes dark, I'm probably okay. No guarantee. But Dubober Jenkins, I'm actually it's Weather Channel or weather.com or whatever that's giving me the alerts. KXAN is one of our local stations. And let's see. Oh, did I did get the thing right. Let me make sure I actually purchased it. I don't think so. Maybe I purchased it. Can't remember. I think I did. Alright, I did. Yep. Now we got 2 of them. Alright, well maybe I'll do 2 giveaways and do them fairly quick back to back. So the release is coming up fast. There's some things that are missing. There's some things that are going to make it that weren't promised. As usual, as I mentioned before, we're actually trying to move away from the longer term planning because we feel it ties our hands too much and sets expectations too much. So we're trying to move away. Internally, we have a plan. We're just trying to not make it a public thing where we say, here's what's going to happen in Q2. Here's what's going to happen in Q3. And here's what's going to happen in Q4, because then we end up setting expectations. So hey, thank you very much, Delane. Oh, a deed problem. Yes, I will check in-game mail. I will stay on a bit after I log off here today, as I usually do, and take care of mail stuff. I've been crunching on actual features. But again, it ties our hands a little too much, and it sets expectations and gets people angry when we don't get something done. Hey, Kenneth123, thank you for starting off my stream amazingly. Thank you. I don't know how many thank yous I can give, but thank you tons. But again, we're still getting more than I think we have in a long time done. We're just doing different stuff because we're working on what really appears to be the problems. And I mean, a lot of my work, as you guys know, comes from talking to you guys on the stream. So some of the things I had planned are not going to make it, each release, just because I'm dealing with stuff that comes up from the stream, which is actually a much bigger deal. That's where a lot of the stuff from this release, like I know town owners and dungeon owners are super pumped about the slew command that you guys have, and that's another one that I got just from talking to you guys and getting feedback from you guys. So anyways, the thing I was working on here, Ice Star Strider, if you're on the stream, yes, I will try to get that to you. I keep forgetting to send that's I try to give out the icons and some of the UI art that we use, because there's some websites that like to use the exact icons. And while it could be extracted from the data, it's a pretty big pain in the butt, and you don't get all the information with it as well. It's not the original format, because usually it's compressed. But anyways, if that's the type of thing, hey, you're welcome, Ice Star Strider, and I will get that to you. Try to get that to you today. It's been a while since I got you a drop. But if you're the type of person who runs a website or wants some of that stuff, just hit me up. Sometimes you have to hit me up 5 or 6 times, as Ice Star Strider knows all too well. But I usually will get that stuff for you. Let's see. So this morning, Saturday, I worked some more on cleanup of Tartarus, just because there are a lot of visual bugs and ugly things. Hey, thank you, Mugglywumple. Now I got my sound working too well. Let me turn that down a little bit. Let's see. I have not sent out the fishing prizes yet. Star created a JIRA for me, which I saw in there, and I will try to get those out I guess I can probably do those right after the stream today, because I'm going to try to keep my stream fairly short, because as you guys may know, it's a release week. And as you may also know, I'm always super busy during release week. So I did want to get in here and see if there are anything's coming up in the new build that you guys were going to tell me directly, like the summon focus feature not working. Let's see. Muglywumple has a question. How does dual wielding compare to two-handed? How does poisoning affect the difference? What about using different types in each hand? That's a really tough one. Again, I always talk about the concept of not wanting to make sure things are not apples to oranges. But, so two-handed versus one-handed, there's different, or two-handed versus a single, two one-handed weapons versus a single two-handed weapon. There's some big differences in those. Some people do wield both hands. Engineer Dream, yeah, if you guys want to, you can do, we got the sale going on right now, as you probably know, and if anybody wants a Atos Fan Club cloak, you're welcome to get one. These will be first edition cloaks, so these will be collector's items. Because I'm going to make another cloak that's an Atos cloak that I'll put up for after the release goes live. Yet another thing I need to make. And thank you, Fakan, and thank you, Taborjack, for the follow. But yeah, if you guys want to get a cloak, if you do buy crowns right now, I'll send you a cloak if you buy during my stream. Actually, I'll do the thing where if you buy between now and 9 p.m. tonight, I'll send you the cloak. And this is a copy of Famine's cloak. Famine's has already written me, filed a petition that he wants a new cloak. I've now soiled the good name of his cloak. He wants a unique cloak, so I'm going to get him some type of unique cloak as well. Thank you, Jerekith. For those who don't know what it looks like, there it is, the Atos Fan Club cloak, super official. Just ignore the description of it that says Famine Streamer Cloak of the 200. It gives a pay-to-win +5 fishing. Pretty much mandatory for your fishing tournaments out there. Delane, you want a unique cloak? I'll make some unique cloaks. Who wants unique cloaks? I'll go make some Jers for him right now. And this would be like if you're a top 10 streamer, I'll get you a unique cloak. Top 10 streamer. And the thing I'll look at here is, let's see if I can find this stupid thing. Hold on. Oh. So to streamers. This is what I usually look at just to get a general idea. So if you're one of those in the top 10, ooh, XX Killjoy, you're just outside at number 11. I should probably not count me. Legion of Myth. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll make some for these top 10 people here. Top 10 stream watcher. Well, get on up there. And let's see. You trying to see who's in there. Yeah, there's a lot of people. There's been some people bouncing around in there. Because I was going to say, I know some of these people who are lower on this now are up there. Like, and I'll obviously play favorites for the guys who are always rating me, like Skeggy. It looks like you're currently out of the top 10. But I'll gladly get you a cloak. You're always giving me a good raid at the start of mine. So, if you're out there. Let's see. Oh, back to the two-handed, one-handed. So, yeah, so there's some imbalances in that. That's one of those where I keep trying to figure out the best option to improve things. There's obviously the two-handed's not giving as many bonuses, so you get more stats and more stuff from doing two one-handed things. But the two-handeds do measurably more damage. So again, it's kind of a toss-up, but I try not to make too many tweaks on things unless I really have a good idea of what I want to do to fix it. Again, continue the nudging. Let's see. Oh, Lichmeister, that's not a horrible idea. Could the focus specialization give a small universal multiplier bonus to all summons, but gets overwritten by any one summon's own specialization? Yeah, it's not a horrible idea. I'll go take a look at those features. I added those like in the first or second day of the release, just because I knew I was going to be busy. I tried to front load as much of that stuff that I kind of considered mandatory. And I honestly don't remember what I said all that stuff to, because that was before my vacation and being sick and all, which I'm not 99% well. I actually went and exercised today. But I don't remember much of what happened before the vacation. Speaking of which, do not panic. Next, not July, but August, I will be gone the first week of August. So the next release is July 25th. Well, next release after this one. Obviously, Thursday is our next release. The release after that is July 25th, another 4-week release. But then I will be taking Maxine to Disney World for August 3rd through 10th. We did season passes early this year, so we had to get in 3 trips. Get our money's worth out of it. So we'll be out the 3rd through 10th-ish. And I know you're all concerned about Mojito. We have a house sitter, dog sitter, who comes in and takes care of him that he loves dearly. It's one of our neighbors. Doesn't love as much as us, but he will be taken care of. We actually had an incident last time we let somebody dog sit them at their house where he got out and escaped. And I basically had to call the entire team from Colorado and have everybody out searching, and a couple of fans and a few other people, old friends and Facebook friends, who were out searching as a search party in a neighborhood for 3 hours. He's fast, is the short version of it. Do not chase a greyhound. They are fast. You will not catch them. But anyway, so now we do dog sitting. Mojito stays at our house, and the dog sitter, we just get a house sitter, dog sitter who comes over here and stays here. Slow jack him. Yeah, he doesn't, that's the other thing that's problematic with him, is he does not, maybe it's just because we didn't put a collar on him early, but he does not like collars at all. So he has never worn a collar. We put collars on him, and he kind of acts like putting a rubber band around a cat, if you've ever done that. Does that sound mean? Like, if you put a rubber band around a cat's waist, it'll basically paralyze them. They just kind of like fall over. That's kind of what he does when he has a collar on, is he feels like he's being punished and acting weird. But yeah, a GPS tracker probably would weigh as much as him. I know they've got smaller ones. I've looked at them. They've got like watches for kids now that we were thinking about getting for Maxine. Let's see. Before the vacation, you promised all 10,000 free Kodos for playing the game. I don't know if that's true. Lichmister, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I think I might miss that. Hey, Night Owl, you'll get... yeah, I'm going to create a different cloak. This is just the graphics on this is the generic streamer cloak. I think this might be a different color pattern that I made for Famines. And yes, we do have microchip on Mojito. But yeah, we just worry about him getting hit by cars. He's not too smart around cars. Yeah, this is kind of the generic cloak, but I'll make a different cloak that's an Atos cloak. It has the the A, and then the balance beam, the scales in the middle, and then the OS. Haven't really got into making my logo. Question thing is disabled. You will not be able to harass me. You can harass me there because I'm trying to read all of it. It's not disabled. I apparently broke it when I copied it over because I did get part of it over and I rewrote some of it this morning because I copied over an old version of it, but now it's not working and it's not giving me any error messages and it's being a real dick. So I don't have the question thing, so I'm having to do the thing where I just stare at the chat all the time. You guys can look at the head, look at my head and see. Look, no bald spot yet. Let's see. So this morning, I'm nearly done with the wave spawner for Tartarus. Since I wasn't going to get level 3, I didn't think I could get level 3 of the dungeon to a point where it was quality enough to put it out there for you. Still some visuals, still a little bit of tech. Main thing is the demons we have. We just have the one demon model and an imp model. It kind of sucks. I wanted to have something cooler than that. So I changed up the plan a little bit. And instead of having just you walk to get by the final boss room, level 2, skeleton dude, get by him, and there's a teleporter down there. Now there's it turns and it goes into a large room that has an undead wave spawner in it that will start with zombies, and the zombies will get more intense, but then I've cooked up a few new zombie types, and I'm going to have a few more zombie types cooked up by the time it goes live. Maybe in tomorrow's build, maybe not, we'll see. But anyways, it will be a wave spawner that is, if I were making a wave spawner, how it would be made. Which means that I don't expect you to survive the waves, but we will see. As always, I'm trying to think about the environment and how things play. It's actually in a room where you come into the room and it's a large room, like a 8 or 7 tiles by 7 tile room. And then it has a 3 by 3 tile center platform that's raised. It's kind of the fighting area. And then there's steps that go down into fog that is pretty hard to see through, even with night vision on. And then the undead... Oh, and that fog will, of course, kill you. And then the undead basically spawn in the fog area and then come crawling up the steps. And your job is to try and stay on the platform. So, Synthetic 9, thank you very much. Oh, and sharing with others. I'm still... What does that actually do? I keep seeing people share with others. I got a few more artifacts done. I read out a list last week, but I got a few more done even than that. We'll see how many more. I'm going to stop working on that as I have 5 minutes free thing, and work on the new dungeon encounter rooms. Ooh, Pride Month emotes. Very cool. I'm mousing over all the Pride emotes. Ballthorn, thank you very much for the follow. Oh, and it's already almost 30 minutes in and I haven't done the first giveaway, so let's do that before anyone else gets in there. Ballthorn, if you followed me, then you can do an exclamation mark raffle and get in on the raffle. You don't have to be a subscriber, just a follower, and you'll be fine. This one is for a chained obsidian shard that I need to go fix the text on, as I saw. The patch. Oh, you're talking about the patch for QA. Yeah, we don't really push the QA patch on a solid schedule. I'm going to try to have most of my stuff checked in for tonight, but I'm going to keep working. As always, I'll keep working on like dungeon encounter rooms. I made the elves, which is the really hard part. The dungeon encounter room versions of elves. But then I never made any encounter rooms with elves in them, so I still have the ones I've got kind of half baked up right now, but I'm going to try to get at least 3 of those live. And maybe I'll get a zombie room live, except the problem with the zombie room is if I do the zombie room live or the undead room live, we don't really have any zombie totems, but I was thinking of going back, kind of switching over to the older school plan, which is there's not specific totems per type. That's, it's basically the lich totem will become an undead totem. And that'll work for any undead room. Just to minimize the total thrashing you have to do on that stuff. Who wants to go farm just those one things. And then the like the trolls can stay on theirs because that has a lot of different, you know, there's a number of troll variations. But then you know, elves, undead, trolls, and could even just be animal life. Let's see. Let me read up on what things are going on here. Benefit of having the undead status from the Lich Ring. If all it does is make you vulnerable to banishing sun skills. Well, that is supposed to be part of the thing. And remember, I'm going to try to get the Lich Ring. That was next on my list of artifacts updates so that you can combine them and make more powerful versions. But the idea on the Lich Ring is it's already pretty powerful. I don't think anybody has a doubt on it being pretty powerful. That was something that really, making it so it treats you as undead, that really only impacts you for PvP. And that's death magic for a long time was so incredibly OP that it's basically, you know, you were a fire mage, you were a death mage, you were really, really, really powerful. So yeah, and Lich Ring is dope, and again, I'm going to try to make that the next one I do, just because I know it's a popular one. I started to do the Frogkin Ring and the Cuddlekin Ring, but I'm not going to make them jump higher. I think I'm going to have to add secondary stats to them if you take those. So that the jump, because I don't want to have the jump any higher than it already is. Jump is already pretty crazy when you have those rings on. It's already a bit of a design issue when you're building a level, as you got to test it for hey, thank you very much, Lee Buddha. You got to test it for normal, then you got to test it for Frogkin and other jump buff stuff. All right, well, let me do the giveaway there. I'm going to close giveaway here, and I will give this away right now. And actually, in about 15 minutes, I'm only going to go until about probably 3:15 or so today. So in about 15 minutes, I'll give away a second one of these shards. And I'm going to do the weird thing where I don't reset it. So I can just pick the winner right now. I don't even have to close it, I don't think. Let me try. Bam! Pick winner. Oh, it looks like it stopped automatically. A Night Owl 01. Yes. Karma. All right, let me get that. Uh-oh. So I got my mailbox somewhat emptied out. Let's see, and I think that is Andrew Night Owl, is that right? Yes, you get a shard. All right, in about 15 minutes, I'll do a drawing for another one of those guys. Let's see. Are you aware that the zombie skin is bugged and doesn't work? My lich has never drained any health. Really? Hold on. That one does bother me. I actually tested that personally, so I think it works. Maybe... I think I tested it with skeletons. I wonder if it only works with skeletons. Let me see if I can find the zombie skin stuff. Do you know, you should try it with a skeleton. And no, it actually heals the whatever the thing is. And again, I tested it with the skeleton. Maybe it's just a problem with the... Hold on, let me try this out. May just be a problem just with the lich. Hold on, I'm replying to somebody in-game. There's a fishing tournament coming up that we're going to sponsor. So you better get your Atos fan club cloak. Or your famine's cloak. Let's see, so I got my lich belt. or my zombie skin. Legendary, that's what you guys wear, right? You got the legendary one? And let me see. Use reagents false. And let me get a summon skeleton. And a summon lich. Oh, I don't have anything there to summon. I'll just go into Tartarus. I'll go test it right now, guys. My guess is, because I know I tested it and watched it to make sure my challenge for it was, or my kind of my bar for it was that it would, the creature, if it wasn't being attacked, whatever undead thing would keep itself fully healed, so the rot wouldn't kill it. This is silly. I should not have come here. I should have gone to the hub. Yeah, that's a good point. The Lich should do something different than the Skeleton. That is, again, that's very much the anti-Richard design of... It's the same thing, just looks different. And has, a little bit stronger. And that's honestly where it is. So yeah, it should definitely get something more interesting. Okay, so I got my Lich Skin belt on. Kill skeleton. Let's see. Yeah, so you can see. Oh, you can't see. Never mind. Hold on. Let me bring it over there. Oh. Let me turn off whispers in that one, and then I can show it. Oh. I command him to stop attacking. Yeah, so you can see right up here, Skeleton Footman is healed for 18 points. Healed for 26 points, healed for 19 points, healed for 12, healed for 34. So that one's working. So let's try Lich and see if the Lich is working. Because, yeah, I did test this, but maybe it's the problem is the skeleton works and not the Lich. And then the problem with that is, why would you use a skeleton? Because as you just mentioned, it's the same thing as the Lich, only weaker. Hey, look, my Lich isn't draining. Alright, I'll go fix that right now for you. And yeah, and the idea again is that it should drain, which of course does a little, increases its DPS a bit, because if it drains, 20 points, that means it did extra 20 points of damage. But the bigger thing is it should keep itself alive pretty well. Snugs, your bear is not draining either. I don't know if I can fix that one. Oh, someone suggested I announce the Atos fan club again. It's not really a fan club. This was really, I made it more of a joke, just because I didn't know what to do when we had a crown sale, because I'm not going to give a double crown bonus when we have a official sale going on. So I took one of Famine's cloaks and renamed it to the Atos fan club cloak. Super legit. But if you buy an 80 crown or $80 package or whatever, the big package that's on sale right now during the stream or before 9 o'clock tonight, I will send you a fan club cloak, which looks pretty cool. And again, this will be version 1, because on Thursday version 2 of it will come out, and I'll start giving those out. I'm not sure what that's going to be. It may not even be a cloak. Let's see. Reading my tells. Now let me read over here. And actually, let me go fix the lich right now. Let's see. So the lich, this thing worked by giving a death summon drain. Okay, got it. And the skeleton attack is working. So let's see what's up with the skeleton. Alright, so it should be that. Hold on. I will fix this right now for you, Lich Meister. Because, yeah, it sucks to have a new item, then it doesn't actually do anything with how you want to play the game. So it looks like there's the skeleton. The Lich Fighter has 2. Oh, that's really annoying over there. So that's odd. It's the Summon Lich. He does have it. Let me try changing a few things here. I may have to... I'm just going to cut and paste over the one I know is working to the one that's not working. Give me 1 minute. Oh, I see what's wrong with it. Duh. It's fixed. It was setting a stat, which is not what you want. Let me save project and check that guy in. So yes, that will be fixed in the next patch. And yeah, and thanks for pointing that out. Again, I did actually test it, but turns out my test was only on the skeleton. All right, now I can get back over there and look. Let's see. Let me look through here and see if there's any other easy bugs I can fix here. So yeah, so the skeleton footman. So what could Lichmeister? You're the most vocal death magic guy. You got any suggestions on how to make it different? On what the lich could do differently? I was trying to think on what I could actually have it do. Oh, my lich is dying. Poof. Let's see. Oh, I just got a message that Sash of Swiftness does not differentiate rarity. I'm guessing that's on... They're talking about on QA. Let me go check that. Since I'm hearing fixing bugs. Alright, there we go. So now the Lich will drain. And again, you saw the type damage it was doing for the skeleton. The Lich, it'll be a little more than that, so you can expect, well, with the one I'm wearing, about every other hit will drain an extra 20 to 30 points of damage, so. Sash of Savage. Okay, I can fix that. That's just a typo. Gotta wait on the thing. Gotta wait. Has it been 15 minutes? Yeah, it's just about been 15 minutes. Let me go ahead and give away, since I'm in a scene where I've got a mailbox close by. Let me go ahead and get another one going. And you probably are all entered because I didn't wipe the last one. I just picked a winner Oh, I don't have allow entry set up. That's why you can't enter. Now you can try, but you're probably all good. Most of you are good. All right, so I'll do that one next, and then again, I'm gonna try to wrap things up by about 3:15. Just have a ton of stuff to do, as you probably are well aware, on a release week. And let's see, I'll start picking my next thing to give away. Could be a huge disco ball. Fireworks packs. Lord British birthday cake. Maybe I do a Lord British pack and give away a bunch of Lord British junk. Ooh, tiny airship pet. I'm getting text messages. It must be important. Oh, and I'm way behind here. Let's see. Lee Buddha, thank you for the resub. And Ab Lincoln. I get it, Abe Lincoln. Thank you for the follow. Phone's vibrating a lot here. Okay, I think you guys are all done there. Here we go, closing. And picking winner. Bam, XX Killjoy. And at the request of somebody who's texting me to make request for the next thing, there's the one I'll give away at 3:15 will be a huge disco ball chandelier. And it's on sale, so if you don't get it, now's the time to go buy it. Got crowns on sale, and today the huge disco ball's on sale. Sorry, Griffler knows all too well who's texting me. Let's see. XX Killjoy. I think you're like Killjoy or something in game, right? Let's see if I can find out. Are you XX Killjoy? Your first win? Are you kidding me? Surely I've sent you something before. There's Killing Joke. I don't have a Killjoy. Maybe I've never sent you anything before. Oh, there you are. Killjoy, all caps. Alright, you get a shard, Killjoy. And congrats on your first win. And then the next one, I'll go ahead and get that up there. Reset. Huge, annoying, sparkly ball. There you go. That is up there. Okay, so I fixed the Lich weapon. That should be good. Come on, stupid slow Unity. Let's see. Release. Hold on, I'm trying to find the Sash of Swiftness. Working on it. Sorry, I'm fixing a bug here. Not the slipshod shooter's sash. Data packs. That's a good thing to do while I sit here and think about what that is actually named. Let me go approve some heraldry. And yeah, sorry, I'm the only guy doing it right now. Normally, List is also helping. But he apparently is on a wedding on the moon. Because he's out more than a full week for a wedding. And returning on Thursday. And yes, I will continue to give him crap about it. Let's see. And who was that said that? Savage Sash of Swiftness. Yeah, I gotta find the name. Okay, I can approve those. Approve, 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 approve. The heraldry you guys sometimes submit. Alright, I'll prove that. I'm too lazy to go Google for that. That may be something someone else has, or like they stole from somewhere. But it's weird. So let's see. So that should all be approved. If you had anything, yeah, data pack. I just did yours. Yours should be up there. I think it goes live immediately. Maybe not. Quick-ish. Let's see. Oh, the sash. So yeah, so let me try belt speed. There it is. Okay, so I just called it belt of speed. It's not actually, doesn't match the name. Yep, you're right. They're all the same. They just have different stats. The name is all the same. Fixing. 1 second. Almost there. Stay on target. Okay. Now that one should be done. What else we got in here? Let me look through the stuff there. Ooh, Gwendolyn Obscuro. That does not sound good. Let me post that to the tech channel internally. Again, Lord Subtleton's working on that. But I'm not sure what the current state of things are. But that sounds serious. So let me see if he has a answer for it. Let's see. Focus necklace also does not change. Hold on, I'm looking. Focus battery. Man. Hold on. Ooh. Fixing. I'll verify the stat part in a second. The name is definitely true. And that sounds like one I probably need to get in a test for. We have like hundreds and hundreds of tests that go on anytime you check something in, but we do not have one for identically named items. Hold on. Almost there. And let's see. Uncommon. Dang it. You're right. Hey, you think, yeah, Kazan, I thought you were asking me a question there, but let's see. So we'll make the current stat for it. Oh, wait, does it have a modifier on it? No, it does not. Almost done. Okay. Now that one's fixed. Anybody else got a pet peeve? Let's see. I wish Chris had his question. I do too. I don't like having to sit here and like read this stuff, making you guys look at my hair the whole time. Wonder if I can increase the font size on that. The skeleton mage isn't draining. Okay, I can fix that one too. That one doesn't surprise me. I think he may use a shared skill. I will have to get to that one. Ehondis, what's the overweight bug? And taming necklace is still bugged. Let me go see what the status of that bug is. 1 second. Searching, searching, searching. Hold on. It was marked. It was marked as closed on the 20th, on Thursday. But you're saying it's not there on live. Let me go check, see what his change list. What do you put in his change list? Maybe he made the wrong change. One 93888. Okay, it looks like it should be working now. You made the right change. He's checking to see if it's locked. So that'll be on, that's 19388. Let me check to see what the integration path is. One second. It looks like that was integrated to QA on the 23rd. So yesterday, let me see what the current state of the build is. So that looks like... Yeah, I think that was probably published in the patch that went live earlier today. So try it now. I think, no, it's fixed. It's still broken on live. On QA now, it should be working as of this morning, though. Ehonda's hunched over when moving, even when not overloaded. Obsidian Potion of Capacity does not help. All right, then. Try and think what could have affected that. Irish Eyes question: can we get an artifact for butchering? I think there is one already, but I think I'm trying to remember. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's for skinning. I think there's a brutal butcher artifact that I made, but I think that may only be for part of it. Let's see. Lichmister, the skeleton. Are you using a melee skeleton or another? Let me see. Hold on, I'm going to zone to you. All right, let me see. You should have. Hold on a second. Let me go check one thing. This is double checking the zombie skin. So when I mouse over you, you should have a death summon drain chance. Death summon drain. So you've got a 0.2, so that means he should be draining 0.2 20% of the time. Wow, he hits for a lot, dude. No life to drain from dummies. Is that true? Yeah, maybe dummies don't drain. Have him, hold on a second. Have him attack me and see if he can drain on me. I turned off my auto attack, so I won't kill him. Send him over here. Bring it on, Barrow White. Well, you gotta duel me first. All right, bring it on. Come on, tough guy, let's see what you got. So with a 0.2, that should be 1 in 5 times. Dummy has more aggro than me. Yeah, you're probably right. We got a glancing blow. Aha, there we go. So it did heal. Not much on that hit. Oh yeah, there he's 21, 20. Okay, so it is working. Was that Snugs who said Had to do with the unfortunate soul. All right. Okay, so that one is working. The Lich should be working next time around on the patch. On the Thursday patch. We're not doing a patch 2 days before release. Yeah, I'm not clear what's different about the practice dummy. I mean, he has health. He has 57,000 health. Maybe he's set as somehow immune to it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. It seems like he's just immune to it, but I don't see anything that actually jumps out at me. Yeah, he could be set as undead. That would be weird. Okay, but yes, so confirmed skeleton is working. With the zombie skin belt, the Lich is not. We need to get the Lich working. So that'll be working on Thursday. No life drains work on dummy. Alright, good to know. I had no idea. I think I can kill this guy. Kill the dummy. Okay, well, while this pointless display is going on, let's see if there's any other questions in here. Tamer on question, in all caps, when will mimics be on the taming list, chest and barrel? I don't know the history. I know that there is like a mimic pet, but I'm not sure what the history is. That may be another one of those things that's off limits for some reason. It's kind of borderline as to whether that's something that should be tameable anyways, because we try to make things, you know, be tameable. It needs to have a brain. I guess mimics have brains. Oh, this guy's going down. Oops. Wait, how did he heal up so fast? Son of a... Alright, I think that thing may have Lord British magic on it. Doesn't seem to want to die. That was a founder thing, yeah. Yeah, Elwyn knows better than me. Let's see. Undead dummy, no life drains. Any chance of making a zoo or pet cage so you could place multiple pets out on a lot without wiping out the other vendor slots? Trying to think what challenges that might have. I'm going to try to keep animated skin stuff to somewhat of a minimum on lots for display. Trying to think what tech challenges we might have for that. I'll have to think about that. I mean, that would be fun to have that type of stuff. I know, like, every tamer would love to line up their tamed pets in a barn. But looks like the wolf helm. Alright, let me go fix the wolf helm. Has the same problem. There's common. Yep. You're right. Yeah, so it seems like I need to get a test in. An integration test for our stuff. Goes and verifies the name. 1 second while I fix some more bugs. Common. Legendary. Rare. quality stream material right here. Watching somebody avoid eye contact with the camera while they say words over and over again. Uncommon. Alright, that one is fixed. Let me go verify real quick, just to make sure that they do have different stats. I'm guessing they do, or else Griffler probably would have said something. Yep, they do. Okay. Next up. Let's see. Anthrax. So, PvP news. I don't have any good news for this release. I'm still planning on having a PvP section in Tartarus that has some good rewards. That was actually... That's what the control point was going to be before I wasn't able to get level 3 live for this release. Was it was going to be a control point that was purely a PvP control point that she had to be in PvP. But that also brings other challenges in that the scene is not PvP globally, so then you can set to play in party mode, and then it gets into the whole weirdness of like I got to check for like it's got to be the public version and you have to be PvP. You can't do it in a private version in PvP. So gets kind of weird. But no, I don't have any super good news right now. Again, as I mentioned earlier, we are changing up what we are actually working on for the next, trying not to stick to a schedule that has stuff on it that is not important. And you will notice I don't think there's any PvP stuff on the schedule. And that's one of the things I have brought up multiple times. So trying to make sure we work on what is most important to the people playing the game. And that one is one of the important ones. And right now, I think the big thing, the person to be working on it is probably Lord Subtleton, who is currently swamped by the lot privilege stuff. There's some parts of it that I could work on, but again, I think the only PvP news is I will probably be looking at the data API, the public data, to make it pull out stuff in PvP zones so that people can't see, they can't use the public data API to get some type of advantage over PvP people and go and track them down. Synergy Blaze. Well, so it's one of those things that if we say that, PvP is only 10% of the people, that is pretty much a self-fulfilling prophecy. If we never work on PvP stuff, then yeah, PvP is going to stay 10% of the people. So it would be nice to expand our audience. And again, the thing I always look for is, again, if I had to fill out a resume, like the top thing I'd put on my resume, if you had to sum me up in the 3 words or whatever, probably the number one thing would be pragmatic. So in terms of the being pragmatic, PvP makes a lot of sense too, just because it's repeatable, high skill based content, and like there's no cheaper content to make usually than PvP content. So anyways, agree with you, understand only 10% of the people care about PvP, but if we don't improve PvP, that'll stay the same, and there's a large potential for PvP audience. They also, I think, the PvP people far more than PvE people help me figure out balance problems and getting things right. So high value to me because it is cheap content that is repeatable and skill based and long overdue as well. So anyways, 30% of the people care about taming. Nah, you guys just got a bunch of love. Snugs, is taming revamp still in the works? So I continue to look at the taming stuff and try to figure out what we can do to improve taming. Again, it's kind of the same challenge we have with crafting, is trying to get more skill into the taming stuff and making... the biggest thing that is probably on the list for taming that is at least on my list, is again making creatures so that how long you've had a creature. Like creatures can level up, have some memory. So some of that is, there's some tech challenges in that, but it's tech challenges. We've already started talking about the design for how it's going to be implemented, because we're looking at it for some other things as well, like item memory, so that items know how long they've been around and what the item has done. So we've got some of that stuff coming in terms of updating how we serialize items. And so that would probably be the next big thing, so that you can have pets that have, again, a history and can get more powerful than when you captured them, so they aren't the same strength day one as they are, a year from now, if you manage to keep it alive that long. Difficult question. Is there still plan to recruit more people to work on the game? We will probably get some more people. The next thing I'm going to be hiring is going to be a Star is going to hopefully find me somebody, but a CS person to be a full-time CS. We've got one CS person right now, but they can only work part-time. It's actually the wife of an employee, but they are a paid employee. But again, they just can't give us enough time. So I think that's probably the next thing we're going to hire. That hopefully is going to be, well, not this month, but hopefully in July we'll have that hired up. Is going to be a CS person, so we can clear out some of those queues, and it'll be probably a full-time CS/QA person. But yes, support person is number one on my list. After we get that person, then we're probably going to look at the next thing that's going to be coming up is probably going to be some level people. The team is proportionally engineer heavy, but again, we got a lot of engineering work to do, so that's not a big problem. But adding more level building people is pretty much mandatory for episode 2 if we're going to get things done, get things moving along. Because we keep pushing, trying to get the new user experience and some other things going on. That's sucking up everybody's time. So, but anyways, hopefully the next thing that will happen is CS person and then a few more level builders. Ampu Soda, community manager, that's me. I would make a horrible community manager. I'm fine with streaming and stuff like that, but I usually stay out of the forum stuff except looking for bugs. Mainly because if I went there, I'd just be like, ban, delete. Actually, I wouldn't. I've probably deleted like 2 threads and banned nobody forever. But I would want to, and it would be stressful for me, so that's why I stay out of the forums. Get Gix back. Yeah. Gix is a good friend, and talk to him occasionally. I know a number of people that are down there with him. I think he's liking his new gig, which is unfortunate, but he is somebody that we'd probably bring back. We don't have a huge need for right now for animation stuff. For those who don't know, Gix was our animator, but he was also really big hanging out in the community and doing stuff with the community people, so... but he is also one of those guys that I've worked with at multiple companies and hired him in, and I'm sure our paths will cross again sometime soon. We just haven't had a big need for it, but again, that's one of the things we're eyeballing in terms of upping the priority is mounts, which would need some animation stuff. But the other things he's offered, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I mean, he's offered to do contract stuff on the side for us if we need it. His game was about to come out. Yeah, again, there's not too many people that have been on the team over the years that I would not hire again in a second. He's definitely somebody I would hire again in a second. We just, again, can't justify right now if we need people, and I pretty much just named off number 1 priority, number 2 priority by mile. Number 1, CS person, full-time CS person, and then number 2 is a few full-time world builders. So that's next on the list. Did Gix do the Reaper? I think Gix didn't do the Reaper. He did the animations for the Reaper. He did pretty much the majority of the animations in the game. But the other was done by Kevin, who is another one who still hangs out with our group and great guy. Yeah, he did the Reaper and several other recent models as well. Pretty sure that was Kevin. Yeah, that was definitely Kevin. There were a couple of character models there. Fletch, as you guys may know, he's another one, but he unfortunately, well, fortunately for him, has a job somewhere else now. But another good guy. Again, pretty much all the people we hired, I would hire back in a second. So then we just have to get to a point where we're ready for them, and then we have to wish ill fortune upon whatever company they're working for. I would never do that. Austin's a pretty small gaming market, though, so. All right, guys, as we have already identified, I have plenty of stuff on my plate to get done and the next day. And yeah, I need to get that firebolt. His firebolt going. Get his firebolt turned into a life drain. And yeah, I didn't. Let me look back and see if I saw any things. Let's see. Lich Mister, you can send your resume to me. I mean, we actually probably will end up picking somebody from the community. I will warn you, though, being the CS job is the thing that's needed the most, and that's kind of a soul-destroying job. So if you love the game, you probably don't want the job because you'll end up hating it by the time you're done doing CS stuff, because you have to go through a queue of people. Most of them are just, respectable, nice, but obviously there's reasons for them to be frustration, totally legitimate reasons for them to be frustrated. But then some of them are kind of soul-destroying, poisonous, toxic. But feel free to send actually, if you send it to jobs@portalarium.com, that goes to my box as well. So feel free, though. Eileen Dragonfire, send a resume in. Again, we will probably be trying to figure that out in July and get somebody hired on, but we will favor local people, but that doesn't mean we would only work with local people. But anyways, let me get to a place where I can send out some toys. And do the little drawing thing here. Yeah, make sure you're raffled up, because I gotta go get to work. What the heck is that? What is that? Do you guys see that thing? Let's see if hiding stuff moves it around. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be moving as I close that stuff out. What the heck? It happens sometimes in the UI. Yeah, that's crazy. No, my video card is not going to have an aneurysm. That's not allowed. It's a brand new video card. Would never fail me. But anyways, let us do that giveaway thing. I'm sure you're all raffled up. Yeah, I mean, I've obviously spent several thousand hours. I don't think I've seen that before. I may have seen it and just not noticed it. But obviously it's a little chunk of text that got left up there. I'm just not sure what from. Yeah, nothing I do seems to move it around. What if I resize my screen? So it shifts. Ah, nubby. Yeah, that's weird. Let me try reloading zone, see if it goes away. Do. Oh, and then I'm gonna do the giveaway. You guys are all raffled up, right? All right. Here we go. Nope, still there. I think somebody's trying to tell me what this is. All right. Here we go. Closing. And picking. Stricken 70. Ooh, I think that's a new person too. I don't know who that is. Stricken. Maybe Stricken? Nope. Oh, I think I misspelled it. I try spelling it again with the Y. Stricken? Nope. Strick. All right, Stricken 70. You're gonna have to tell me. Bone Twister. You got it. He will have a nice surprise for him. Ball. Huge disco ball. Brett. All right. So we got a release coming out on Thursday. I will see. I may or may not. I may or may not be. Hold on. Watching him scale my house. I may or may not stream tomorrow. I'll try to stream either tomorrow or the next day, but I'm going to see how I'm doing on my my required stuff. I've got a number of things. Again, I want to get a few more dungeon rooms done. Dungeon encounter rooms. I've got to do a little balance testing and pass on the wave encounter that's going into Tartarus. I'm watching Nubby up there trying to figure out what he's doing. Looked like he just ran through the wall. Let's try and get up the wall, I guess. But anyway, so yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do and bugs, although it looks like I fixed about 3 of them here on the stream, so that's good. But again, thank you guys so much for all you do and all the support and for reporting bugs. That does not annoy me when you report bugs in the stream, especially when they're quick enough that I can go fix them right while I'm sitting in the stream. Hold on. Gotta find somebody to raid here, and then I am gonna get back to work. Let's see. Well, looks like famines and bonger. I had some people say that bonger was a little much for them. I've given them a few raids here recently too, so I'm gonna go ahead and give famines a raid, even though I think I just gave him a raid recently as well. Booger. You want Booger? I'm going to do famines. I feel like I owe him one because I stole his cloak. So let's go give famines a raid. Looks like he is not fishing today. I'm not sure what he's doing. Famines needs love. Poor mistreated famines. But anyways, guys, again, thank you so much for all the support. Thanks for helping me find the bugs. I'll try to get some more of these things fixed up before the release. And I guess I'll see you either tomorrow or the next day. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow, but if I don't stream tomorrow, then I will definitely stream on Wednesday. And I'll be streaming all day on Thursday unless some huge thing is on fire. But again, thank you guys so much. And my stream special, I'll continue doing that until 9 tonight, like I was saying. No extra crowns, nothing really useful, but you will get an Atos Fan Club cloak, limited edition, only now through Thursday. So you have like 2 more days to get it. So just message me in game. The first day we had the sale, I think I had to send out like 40 of them, which is great. But I'm asking people to send me messages now. I cleared out my mailbox so there's room. So just send me a message saying you bought crowns and I'll go check and send it to you. But again, let's go raid. And guys, thank you so much for all the support. See you on the stream tomorrow. Bam.